Hi everyone, we are Alpha Advisors, a largest MBA admission consulting in Japan, and we are admitting students to MBA programs in US, Europe, and Asia. And we are the number one quality and support from Japan. Today, we gonna talk about how to win your admission for final rounds.
Okay, thank you, Amy, for that introduction. So let's win your admission for final rounds. Now, the final rounds are the most difficult of the rounds that you can apply for. Okay. At this point in time, programs have accepted students and seats are starting to being filled up. And therefore, scholarship are also dispersed and distributed as well. So what you see in many cases are people are rushing in to apply the very final round, and sometimes schools receive more applications in the first round. It just depends. There's been cases like that, so it's competition is very high. That's why it's the most difficult of rounds. So how do you submit your application in 1 week's time, right? We see many schools, they have their deadlines coming up in the March, maybe beginning of April, and you only have a week, maybe two, to apply for it. And this is a monumental task for you to do so. It is not easy to do. You can, but you're not going to be able to get in or win your admission. If you come to Alpha Advisors, you can win. We will get you prepared in 1 week to get you that winning application, and so we can help you win your admission. So fundamentally, what's needed for an MBA application? Now, these are standard stuff. GPA, your college GPA, your GMAT scores, or it could be GRE, it could be an executive assessment. With language tests, it would be IELTS or TOEFL. Those are the standard tests that are out there. Almost every single program requires. You also need your updated resume. If you're from a different country, most likely you are, you do have to rewrite or adjust your resume according to a US business standard, or perhaps European business standard to do so. When it comes to essays, you will be required. Every school typically has 1 to 3 questions of 400 to 600 words, right? And these questions could be, what are your career goals, your long-term goals? What do you hope to envision contributing to the school? Or it could be questions like the questions regarding to the diversity and inclusion, and so on and so forth. Typically, these questions are heavily influenced by the school's culture and values. So it just depends on which school you're applying to. Now, you may be required to submit short answers or video essays as well, depending on the school program. Once you complete all these steps and you proceed on to the next step into the application process, the admissions committee will then invite you to an interview and get to know you, and also for you to get to know the admissions committee as well. So what do you need to do? Okay. We can obviously provide you with this support. We will also do that. But first and foremost, it's school selection, right? What schools do you want to go to? Now, what's interesting about MBA and MBA applications, everything is intertwined, right? It's like one huge machine where you need all these components in order for the machine to work. So you see school selection, why MBA, career vision, why now, test strategy, and combine that with what I said before with like resume, interview, essays. All of that is intertwined and connected as it needs to be connected as one story about you and why you need to be going to this program. So it's something you can't do in a week. You can do it in a week, but you won't win your admission, guarantee you that much. Now, we offer support in terms of school selection, what's best fit for you. We offer services to generate why you need an MBA and so on and so forth. So let's talk about it one by one. So school selection. Now, this depends on what you need to do, right? What you want to do after the MBA. Don't select schools based on rankings. It's a common thing. It's a common mistake that people do. And schools are not interested in, and they get turned off when you say, why did you select their school? What did you apply to a program? Well, your ranking was high. it's the biggest turnoff that admissions committee can do. I've interviewed over 200 candidates for applying for master's programs, and when people say I applied because the rankings are high, I'm immediately turned off. Right? This person, like, does he really want, why does he want to come to our school? What he or she want to come to our school? I want to know that, right? And that is the why MBA part when it comes to you. So you need to think about that as well. So school selection is heavily influenced by why you want to pursue an MBA, what you want to do in your career aspiration. So, maybe you want to get a promotion for your consulting firm. Maybe you want to pivot your careers. Maybe you want to go build your own company, become an entrepreneur. Variety of reasons can exist. You need to nail down exactly why you need an MBA in order for you to make that step. So career vision, that again goes along with it, right? In order for you need to have a long-term vision, 5-10-year vision, and break it down step by step. When it comes to, if you want to become a partner, right, you need to become a senior consultant. To become a senior consultant, you need to become an associate consultant, right? To become an associate consultant, you need to get an MBA, right? For you to get an MBA to go into the consulting, you need to go to Wharton, or you need to go to Stanford, etc. So everything is related. You need to justify your reason for applying to the school based on your career aspiration and your vision. Why now? So like I said, final rounds are the most difficult rounds for you to apply, and you can use this as your advantage. Many people won't. They don't know how to do that, but we do, and this can actually set you apart from other candidates, and to strengthen your story and your value proposition as a prospective student. Okay, a very important component. Test strategy, yes, a very hot topic. There's GMAT, GRE, executive assessment, and so on and so forth. When you think about applying to a business school in 1 week's time, there are several strategies you need to take into consideration. Next slide, Amy. Okay, regarding standardized tests, now you will receive, there's 3 patterns, generally speaking. One is you may receive a conditional offer from the school that you've applied to. This is, of course, given that you've submitted your application, did the interview, okay? The second pattern you may see is that the school, again, similar, after submitting the application, the school will contact you and say they'll wait until a certain date for you to submit a test score of your choice, which may be GMAT or GRE or executive assessment, or whatever the case may be. And the third point is you can always apply to waive the GMAT or the standardized test if eligible, and if the school that you're applying to has a policy in place for you to do that. Now, again, it's a hot topic. Like I said before, like if you're to waive it, am I going to be put at a disadvantage? Would I get less scholarships, or does it matter at all? Okay, so it depends on each school. We can talk to you about that, but from my experience, you need to get an MBA to accomplish your career goals, right? Your goal is not to, people spend years preparing for the GMAT or the GRE or whatever the case may be. Don't let that become your goal. Okay, your goal is to fulfill your career achievement, and if you need to waive it in order for you to make it in 1 week time, do it. Okay, or if you need speak with if you want to submit your score to give you the best option, that's great too. We also provide that support, and we can talk about that additionally. Emmy, next slide. So join Alpha Advisors. Win your admissions today. Okay, winning admissions to schools like Columbia, Wharton, Chicago, UC Berkeley, Harvard, Stanford, UCLA, Kellogg, LBS, Cambridge, Oxford, INSEAD, HEC, Spain, and MBA. We've admitted students worldwide into these schools every year, and we're proud of that fact. Our client admit rate is 100%. We are very proud of that fact, and we're confident to get you into one of these schools in that 1 week's time, and prepare you for that 1 week's time. So get your free consultation today with Alpha Advisors. If you go to our website, there's a huge big red button that you can click on to get your free counseling. And once you click on that button, it'll take you to the website. Go ahead, proceed. And we look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you very much.